saw a wonderful video, and to my surprise, after I did, the senior special advisor to revenue in Enugu State, yeah. Asadenike Adesina, a Yoruba woman, is the one in charge of revenue collection in Enugu State. And I went further into the comment sections. I could see Igbos celebrating her, telling her to do well, that she is one fit for the job. I was shocked that some weeks ago when Yayi in Ogun State gave a contract to one Igbo contractor, the Yoruba nations, the Yoruba reacted. They were saying that he must collect that contract, that the Igbos are expansionists. It seems the Igbos are now, to me, are the most tolerant ethnic group in Nigeria.
Yes.
What was your reaction?
I think you made a statement that shocked me. And being a Yoruba man, my correspondent here is a Yoruba man, and everybody in this contraction called Nigeria is listening to him. Nigerians in diaspora, they are listening to him. I believe that our interviews have been going viral for all to see. Nigerians in diaspora, Nigerians here, Western world. Igbo man, a governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Mba, has given a Yoruba man that position in Enugu State. And nobody from Kano local government and Udi has been protesting. Nobody from Udi, nobody from Bo is protesting against that Yoruba man who has, been appointed or exalted, given that exalted position. That is Igbo man for you. What they are after in the southeastern Nigeria is development, human development, infrastructural development, things, properties, facilities to be in place for Nigerians to enjoy. There was never a time a Yoruba man won an election in Umuahia, Abia, Okigbe, Enugu, Anambra, and the Anambrans, Igbo people, carry their placard protesting. You must remove that position. You must. A Yoruba man in charge of Enugu State Revenue Generation, in a position whereby taxes, that's public fund, taxpayers' money, revenue generations in Enugu State are under the control of a Yoruba man. And nobody is saying anything against Ogunaike. Nobody has been able to accuse Asadenike of wrongdoing. He's a Yoruba man, he's a human being.
She's a lady.
He's a lady, he's a Yoruba woman. And people just turn their back on her because she's doing well. If she's doing bad, it doesn't concern them. But all I know is that the most tolerable ethnicity in Africa is Igbo man. Igbo nation. We've seen a situation whereby a man whose mother is an Igbo, his father is from Lagos, Rhodes, was contesting for governorship of Lagos State. All of them, they stood up. We will not vote for him. He's an Igbo blood. His mother is Igbo. Omale. They started calling him bastard because he has Igbo blood. Oganisi has gone a long way to divide Nigeria. See, let me tell you, I'm very happy today that Biafra has come. Yorubas, they are enjoying themselves in various, categories of governmental appointments in the southeastern Nigeria, and nobody is questioning them because we are not like that. The way they live life here, they live a life that is bent on ethnocentrism, tribalism, racism, ethnic bigotry. Yet they will go outside there and start preaching rubbish to people. See, Asadenike is a human being. I don't care. She's a woman. She went to school. She's well fitted in that position. That position, he is doing well. If not doing well, I think she should be corrected. Nobody should come and say, she's a Yoruba woman, no. She's not Igbo woman, no. Why must they give her that position? No. She's doing well. She's a human being. Anybody is allowed to handle any position, governmental position in Nigeria, but due to ethnic bigotry, tribalism going on in Nigeria, some persons are very, very sectional. When they give an appointment to someone that is not from their own section or from their tribe, they will nail him. They are bound to criticize him. That person is at least bound to be crucified. Why? Because of ethnic, tribal bigotry. That is political psychophancy is what has rubbished Nigeria. Religious psychophancy is what has killed this contraption called Nigeria. Many people are doing things the way it should not be done. Outside ideology. Outside what? Criteria, ethics. The ethical, ways is that there should be a formula, methodology, whereby things in life should be done. But today, because of I am not Yoruba, he is Anambra, he is from Warri, he is from Kano. They don't want to see Nigeria, be managed as a federal state, federal setup. They don't know the meaning of federalism. If we are practicing true federalism in Nigeria, I don't think anybody has any issue with Anambra man being governor of Kano State. If Anambra man becomes governor of Kano State, democratically, Fulani will go berserk. Fulani will start fighting those Igbo traders in Sabongari. Fulani will start ransacking their truck because Anambra man has won an election in Kano State. What does federalism preach? What is the ideology behind federalism? Federal state. Nigeria is a federal state. Is a caricature. Is a statement. Is a ridiculous, statement. We are not a federal state. Nigeria is a tribal contraption whereby legal system, justice system, everything about political ethics is not, going the right way. Okay? If a Yoruba man wins election in Enugu State, I will clap for him. If another man wins election in Ogun State, the whole Igbo where they Sango go wrong. The whole Igbo where they Ogun State, we live in Inoreko. Yoruba man will carry stick, push all of them, fight them, burn their houses. Because what? Tinubu has rewritten the legacy Awolowo left until death. Tinubu has rewritten everything about Yoruba man. The fact that Yoruba man is an educated man, Tinubu has marked it bad. Why? By stealing certificates in Chicago University. Look at what he's doing now. He's not getting it right. I don't know what I understand. Roads, Gbadebo. His mom is from Abia State, Anambra State. Tinubu say, hey, he's from Igbo land, no. Go to somewhere, no. Don't go to that Igbo, don't go to that Yoruba. Ale, Oma Ale. For nothing. Okay? Nigeria will never be well. That's why anytime I see, where is this man? The man has gone. If somebody can't do something wrong, somebody will do it right. I said, okay, come, be an optimist. Be optimistic about your take on the face, on camera. People are listening. Okay, I believe on what? Optimism. I believe in what? Perfection. That's my life. Don't tell me that Jesus Christ is dark. Jesus might bend his leg like this. No, he's a perfect savior. People that are black, white, yellow, they are very unstable.
So, Mr. Raf, let me ask you this final question. It seems, from what I've seen in playing out in Enugu State, perhaps the missing piece, the Nigerian contraption, and why the unity of Nigeria suffer is because the Igbos have not been able to lead. Will I be correct that maybe the Igbos might be the one that will unify the country? If perhaps a time comes, maybe a Peter Obi ever gets there.
Oh, no. Igbo will never lead the country. When the like of Atiku is alive, Igbo will never lead the country. When some weekend is not yet dead, Igbo will never lead the country. When somebody like Tinubu is going to rule Nigeria 8 years, Igbo will never lead the country. If somebody like Nasser El-Rufai is still breathing, Igbo will never lead the country. If people like Sadano Sokoto, Emir of Kano, Igbo will never lead Nigeria. They are still alive. These categories of people are still breathing oxygen. Igbo will never lead the country. See, let me tell you, it is too late because I don't see Igbo leading the country again when Biafra has been declared at Gen Sibelos Square in Finland. Igbos are not joining Nigeria anymore. Do you think that the declaration of Biafra in the West, in Europe, is just a child play? No, I take it serious. Most of you that don't take it serious, you will see. Biafra will come like water. I actually preached on 29th November when Biafra was declared that Biafra is like a night train. When it rains, falls very late night, you will feel what? Asleep. You will enjoy your honey slumber. What are you doing? What about if your roof is leaking? It comes to you until it take over where you are lying down, you will wake up. That is Biafra. Biafra is coming. The night train, that is Biafra for you.
So for me now,
you people will be sleeping. It will come.
So you do not believe in the unity of
No. Tinubu is alive. Buhari is alive. Kwankwaso is alive. Dankwabo is alive. Atiku is alive. What are you talking about? Unity is going to elude everybody because these are the people that have succeeded on dividing Nigeria. They are doing it more and more and more. Tinubu's son, Yusuf, is coming to rule Nigeria, and Sheikh Tinubu is coming to rule Lagos State. Nigeria will never be, Igbo has gone. We can never unify Nigeria. Thank you so much.
Now is the moment of truth, and now is the time Nigeria might split. Congratulations ahead to my fellow Biafrans, and of course, congratulations ahead to the Oduduwa nations. There is no country that will be built on secularity. Nigeria has been confirmed to be a law governed by Sharia. Let me quickly read to you what a former media spokesperson of Buhari said. Bashir Ahmad, on the screen you can see it. He said, Nigeria recognizes and operates 3 legal systems. I repeat, operates 3 legal systems. That means it is legalized. That accommodate our diverse cultural and religious composition. The 3 distinct legal regimes are 1, common law, customary law, and Sharia law. I repeat, common law, customary law, and Sharia law, each serving specific groups within our society. He went further to elucidate on his point. He said the common law derived from the British legal tradition. English common law serves Christian. How true is that? How true is that? Okay, but again, he said the English law serves the Christians and secular individuals, and it is the default legal framework for most civil and criminal cases. A blatant lie. Number 2, he said the customary law addresses the traditions and practices of Nigeria. The what? The tradition and practices of Nigeria's various ethnic groups, catering specifically to the traditionalists. Can you see the methodology this guy and his fellow cohort think they have? Now, he also went further. He said it governs issues such as marriage, inheritance, land ownership, provided these customs do not conflict with statutory law. Before I go further into the Sharia, which is the crux of the matter, I want to point out a scenario that happened in Ilorin. In Ilorin, just this year in Ilorin, when every other southwestern state were celebrating the Isheshe Day. Isheshe Day is explained in English as the traditionalist day. And then this woman and her fellow co-practitioners, they went. In fact, they went into a bush. They didn't go to the main city. They didn't go to Kwara. Get me right, though. These women, who are what? The Oshun worshipper, they went into a bush area to go and do their what? Their annual rituals, give their what? Their thanksgiving back to their deity. Then some people rose About 45,000 of them called Islam Muslims, Afars, sheikhs, and said it is against Sharia law. And then we started asking, is Ilorin under the Sharia law? I thought the Sharia law wasn't a statutory law. They didn't end there. They went into the house of those women, one by one, burned down those houses, humiliated those people, disgraced them on national television, and the governor could not say anything. Don't forget, we said we have the customary laws. According to their own customs, are they not on their own right to practice their traditional beliefs? Are they not right to go into a bush? They didn't go to the front of a mosque. They didn't go to give that sacrifice to their deity in front of a moshalashi. They went into a bush where nobody lives. These over 40,000 Muslim clerics fetched them out, embarrassed them, dealt with them in their own religious beliefs. And then someone will tell you that the Sharia law is not for the what? It's not for the non-Muslims, it's not for the Christians, but just for the... If you believe such nonsense, you are the biggest fool. On the last note, Bashir Ahmed said, Sharia law. Don't forget when I started, he said there are three distinct legal regimes. So the Sharia is a legal law, which means you can't be persecuted. For it to be legalized, if you find yourself in a Sharia governed state, which ought not to be, by the way, if you go check the section 36 or 35 or so in the Nigerian Constitution, initially it said Nigeria is a secular state. But fast forward to section 237 or thereabout, or 273, it says that the Nigerian state shall recognize Sharia law. So you can see the conflict. And here is why I said, congratulations to the Biafrans, whom have always stood firmly on that notion that Nigeria was never a country, that Nigeria wasn't supposed to be a nation. I have always said it. I have been a practitioner of the two religions, Christians and Muslim. And I know that these two might not be able to coexist. Because one is liberal, one is on the other side of conservatism. One might just look away. One will question, query, persecute, and nail to the cross. As a matter of fact, he went ahead and said that justification. He said, Sharia law derived from Islamic principle governs the personal and religious affairs of Muslims. Hey, listen carefully. These are the lies they told Alimi in the late 80s before he was beheaded and he was conquered and Ilorin was stolen away from the Yorubas. These were the lies Alimi told to Afonja when he came. He said, initially,